Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Undrafted Fantasy Football. And if you've tuned in before, thank you for being weird and tuning in again and listening to myself and my amazing co host, Arnaldo. Arnaldo, how are you doing this weekend, buddy?
I'm doing awesome. Amazing is the stretch, but I'll take it.
Good, good. For a lot of you, Arnaldo had a little gym injury, so he's kind of, working it out, trying to get it back to going. So, we all wish him the speedy recovery so he can get back in there.
Well, thanks.
Guys, today, as everyone knows, we had so much football this past week. So we're going to do a little free agent frenzy.
Hmm.
Arnaldo, kick us off, man. What do you want to talk about? What's
Mm.
some news that really got to you?
Oh man. So I hate to say it, but the Cowboys looks like Jerry Jones is making some moves.
Are you talking about the Brandon Cooks trade?
Yeah, Brandon Cook, Stephon Gilmore.
Okay.
That's I think pretty two good acquisitions. I think they needed a bona fide like number two receiver next to CD, get some pressure off of him. I know the cornerback position on the other side of Diggs was pretty shaky all year. So solidify that with a guy who may not be, at his peak anymore, but plays position smart
Yeah.
pretty well.
Yeah.
As a Giants fan of the division, it's a little worrying. Yeah, but yeah, I thought there were some nice moves. I mean, I think the Bears are winning in
Yeah.
terms
I
of
do see the Brandon Cooks trade. I see his value. I mean, he's going to be, I could see him being a wide receiver three for fantasy, not
yeah.
really one of your top two guys, but somebody who should give you some pretty decent points. I don't know. I would say what, maybe 6 to 8, maybe points
It's
ish.
gonna be face Higgins, but yeah, he'd be good. I think to have stored.
Right. Right. Not that anyone cares, but Cooper Rush also re-signed with Dallas, so the real quarterback. But good for him, man. 6 million bucks, 2 year deal. I'm jealous.
I wonder if
Uh,
he could have gotten more.
yeah, I think so. I think so. I mean, he had a 4-1 record when Dak was injured, so
Well, that'd have been cool if he followed Kellen Moore over to not San Diego, he's L.A.
yeah.
Back
You know what? It'll always be San Diego in
in
all
all
of our
right.
hearts. It'll be there. Mike Gesicki signed a deal with the Pats.
Yeah, that
I kind of
like
hate
it.
it, but I also
You
love it.
hate
So yes, I hate it because Hunter Henry. I thought he has potential. I like Hunter Henry. I like Johnny Smith, who
it.
also signed with another team. But I don't know. I thought Gesicki was good. I think he was also underutilized. But I don't know. I hate it for personal reasons because I hate the Patriots. But I think it was a good sign.
Yeah, I think the second got kind of lost in the Dolphins offense last year. And I think the Patriots offense last year suffered from having guys who call defense and another guy who calls special teams running the show over there.
Yeah.
I think getting Bill O'Brien on to be the OC, Mike the second's not going to get hidden behind Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle in New England. So
Yeah.
it could be good for
I mean, look, he's 27 years old.
him.
He's fine. He's fine. I think that'll be a good one. I don't know if I'd really go after him fantasy wise.
But
Dynasty. Yeah, he might be on there. You might just throw him on there if he was available, but I'm not too worried about it.
it's a little dark and scary out there in fantasy for a tight end after like five players.
No, yeah, oh yeah. That's why we're not even really going to talk about top tight ends, guys. I mean, come on, let's be real. It's Kelsey, it's Andrews. I mean, if you Waller, even more so now, Kittle. It's the same guys. And if you really want to, you can be, oh, Pitts will have a break back year or whatever, so bounce back year. It's the same guys. Robert Tunyon he's got dealt, so he's on a new team.
In Chicago,
Yeah,
right?
so
Yeah.
believe so. I can't remember, but I know Deontay Foreman also signed with Chicago.
Yep.
So Khalil Herbert owners maybe just kind of manage expectations. I
Yeah.
love Khalil Herbert too, killer. But I mean, Deontay Foreman's pretty good too. But we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes.
Yeah. And then you got David Montgomery going to the Lions. So I think
Goodbye, Swift.
yeah,
Swift is
yeah, it's
dead.
already killing my top 12 running backs. I think
Yeah,
Swift is
yeah. I mean, look, we said it was the early rankings, so we knew it was gonna be a lot of adjustments. Yeah, Swift, that hurts, man. I'm glad
yeah.
I traded him away when I did last season to our friend James
Let's
overseas. So
gotta check my rosters now, make sure I don't have.
yeah, maybe try to trade him away now before people realize it. But let's see what we. Yeah, so Robert Tunyon with Chicago, Gardner Minshew with the Colts.
Finally got a real quarterback.
Hey, look, I know it's a one year deal, not a lot of money at all, but I don't
Yeah,
know.
and I think Minshew will make a pretty solid living as a clipboard holder and occasionally come back for that cult following game
Yeah,
every week or so.
I
Not a
mean,
bad.
we'll see if the Colts draft a quarterback this year. They're going to need a backup, so I doubt it's going to be Ellinger. It's not that good. He might be third. Nick Foles, so
Yeah,
might as well.
plus something saying the Colts might be one of the teams to send an offer to Lamar following the draft. So that might
Could see.
be a yeah.
I mean, that's the thing, with this draft. If a quarterback that a team really wants doesn't fall to them,
Mm.
try to make that quick trade. Why not?
Yeah, yeah, no, I mean, and also, I don't see the logic behind the teams. Okay, we need a guy. We have these two guys that we think could be our guy. Most teams don't even have that. They usually got one guy. I never really see the logic in like, well, the top three guys are gone. Still kind of need a guy. So why don't we just take the fourth best guy, and
Yeah,
already just pretty much sign our pig slips after that. But yeah, never know.
you
This team's still.
never,
Uh,
you never know. Like we spoke about before earlier this week, Paris Campbell signs a deal with the Giants.
yeah,
Little
I,
little depth.
I think he could be our wide receiver too. Uh,
Two.
I we still need a one. I think what the Giants have done this offseason for the wide receiver room is taken from going from having like the practice squad castaway receiver core to having the number two, number three receivers on other teams, building up that depth that way. I think we still need a one. Definitely still need a one,
I
but
mean, at this point,
it's
man,
enough
Leonard Fournette could be y'all's number one. So
for the running back.
exactly, he could still be y'all's number one. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
No, he hasn't signed with anyone yet, as far as I'm tracking. And guys, today's Sunday, the 19th, when we're recording this, and unless you heard anything, I haven't seen anything in the news or. So he's still out there.
it's a dark cold world out there for running back free agents right
Yeah, yeah.
now. Yeah, that's I don't know if he's gonna get picked up
He
free
he's got
soon.
to. Somebody's gonna sign him once he realizes he's not gonna get a ton of money.
And I'm not sure he's even hanging out for a ton of money. May just not be interest. He's like what 28,
Uh,
but
he's old. I know that. He's old. I mean, younger than me, but he's old. Alexander Madison re-signed with the Vikings. I kind of wasn't expecting that.
yeah, no. I thought he would have caught on somewhere. Like I told you before, I don't know if I said it on here, but I was hoping the Giants would have tagged Daniel Jones, let Saquon walk, and I thought we could have shored up the running back room with just Jamal Williams and Alexander Madison.
I mean, with that logic, you could have got Jamal, Alexander, and freaking Lenny. Could have
Yeah,
had a pretty good little stable there.
Yeah, no. I mean, but it is what it is. We're running it back with what we got. I'm excited for it. But yeah,
I
uh,
mean,
I think Madison. Do you know how many years he got on that deal?
Madison did a 2 year, 7 million.
Hmm.
So I mean, what is he, 25 ish, something like that.
That's
Miles Sanders heading over
yeah,
to Carolina.
yeah. That is interesting. But
I think it's a great deal for Carolina.
yeah,
Uh,
I mean,
they like to run the ball.
mhm.
I mean, he
And still
can
got
still got who?
Chuba Hubbard.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So I mean, Miles will take over number one RB1
I mean, Hubbard.
duties.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere to share that.
With the way that offensive line operated last year, I might, and I think I will, just based off of not having touches vultured on the goal line from Jalen Hurts. I might have to put Miles Sanders up.
Yeah, now Sanders would be pretty good deal, especially you got a rookie QB obviously coming in. You want to
And
continue to run that ball.
he's going to be with Deuce Staley again.
Yeah,
So, you know,
yeah.
yeah. So
That's a bad
Jamal
deal.
Williams, though, man,
Yeah,
Mister almost 20 touchdowns himself. What do you get last year? Like 18 touchdowns or
yeah.
something crazy.
Barry Sanders is
Oh,
franchise record, I think.
man, it just I
Like it. I'm
I
saying.
love it. I love it. It makes so much sense because if Albert Kamara is out for any time, I mean,
Mm.
we still got a three down back and
Yeah,
a 1-2 punch. It could somewhat be like when we had Mark Ingram and Alvin Kamara.
that's what I was thinking.
That little thunder and lightning.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's not a bad deal at all. Jamal Williams, one of my favorite running backs. He's a an anime nerd, kind of
He
like
is.
me.
He is just like the rest of us.
Yeah, the first
I
first,
appreciate it.
first swag Kage Kage or whatever that
Yeah. I think
solidified, solidified him in my heart right there. That's-
he'll be a good. Bless you. Holy smokes! You have to excuse the noise here, guys. I think it'll be a good RB2. Depending on how things go, I would say mid RB2.
you can see that. I mean, Alvin Kamara is gone for the year. I think he bumps up significantly.
Yeah, I don't see Kamara getting pushed out for the year, but
See,
huh?
I said, did you see the video?
I I saw the video. I saw the video. We don't have to talk about it, but no, it was a dumb thing, man. And
Yeah,
that goes for all these players. You gotta act right. You come on. You don't have to go and beat someone up. You don't have to hit people. You're not. You have nothing to prove to people. So
yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, they gotta get their stuff together.
Uh,
He wasn't granted by grand jury, so we'll see.
mm. So you got a team who thinks quote unquote won free agency so far?
It's a tough one, man. Do you have a team in mind after thinking about it?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think it's usually the team that has the most money, wins free agency. I think Chicago probably done it with like their signings, the enormous haul they got for that first round, for that number one overall pick
That was
from
the smartest thing they could have done was trade
yeah,
that pick away.
getting DJ Moore, multiple first round picks, multiple second round picks. That's
Yeah.
pretty,
Now,
pretty deep golf.
I mean, look, now they just got to be smart and
Mhm.
do pick pick good players, pick quality. Don't worry about the flashy players. Pick good players, long term players. Um, yeah, I don't know, man. It's gonna be interesting to see which route they go. Are they gonna try to shore up that offensive line a little bit more. They're gonna try to grab some defense. Get back to that Bears play style.
Mm.
They got a tough road, but it could be done. 2-3 years, they could be in a very very good position. Obviously, next year,
Yeah,
if they draft well, they could be in a great position.
yeah.
So we'll see with Chicago. Josh Allen is not going to need surgery on his elbow, so he'll be ready for the 23 season. He's going to be resting. That's my man, Josh the Stallion Allen. He is my go-to fantasy quarterback, go-to quarterback ever since Drew Brees left. So it's good to hear he's not going to need that surgery. You never want your quarterback to have surgery on his elbow.
Nope.
Speaking of surgeries, Patrick Mahomes, he's gonna be okay. That ankle is, I think he's gonna be fine. Um,
Yeah.
Got to keep an eye on those things. It really sucks
I'm
when these guys get hurt at the end of the year like that.
no. Speaking of injury, you know who I'm curious to see next year? Matt Stafford.
Oh, Stafford, you think he's gonna go somewhere else, or I mean,
I
they said
think
they were shopping him.
I don't know if he's gonna. I, there's all that last year say it's like uh that his career or not. Yeah, well, that his injury may have been career threatening, quote unquote. Like may not play the same uh for the amount of time he was out,
Yeah,
the age, the money. Who who really is in that position that they want?
right.
Maybe the
And I'm sure he's gonna want to be a starter if he goes anywhere. So
right. I mean, for that amount of money, I'm stuck.
we'll see, man. We'll see.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting. Let's see any other free agent news, man. I know Evan Ingram in Jacksonville. They're middle of long term talks. I think he deserves it after playing well this year. I see nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this: just I know we weren't going to get too much into tight ends, but where do you have Evan Ingram?
I mean, it's not
Should,
that easy. Top eight,
top
easy. I
eight. Interesting.
mean, like, yeah, run down. We got Kelsey, Andrews, depending. I don't know.
So
I don't know. No, Lamar plays how that offense goes.
right now, to be fair, he was decent with the backup, but he's always so much better with Lamar.
Yeah.
Now,
Um,
dynasty wise,
there we are. The
I mean, is Kelsey still your number one
the dynasty,
for dynasty?
man. I think just for dynasty, because like you got to factor in age potential so much. I think it still takes it for number one, but then at the same time, I don't know. That's a weird position because like it's also in the same vein of like so Christian McCaffrey. It's like he's obviously number one for the year, but then for dynasty, it's like he's too old. He's injury history, but at the same time, no one's going to give you what like that player is worth. So it's kind of like if you have them, you keep them because you're not going to get the value back for it.
Absolutely.
But
Now, with that being said,
mm,
I do think it's possible that you could trade Kelsey maybe sometime during the year
mm,
to someone. I think you could easily get a one for him.
maybe, yeah.
I mean, look. Let me give you a scenario. Let me give you a scenario.
All right,
All right. Let's say it's week. I don't know. Trade deadline. So what is
all
that?
right.
Week 10, week 11, something like that.
Let's talk on that.
All right. You're going to the playoffs.
Mm,
You're not the one seed. Maybe you're the three seed. You got a good record. You're still doing well.
right.
And let's say you have as a tight end, uh, let's say your tight end is.
Get second.
I wasn't even gonna go that far. I was gonna maybe. I was gonna see how much you would go with him. Let's say you had Fryermuth.
Mm.
Okay.
All right.
Would you trade away a one to get Travis Kelsey?
I mean, probably. I mean, because like, yeah, yeah. I mean, like like building the that roster for the future is great, but you are still also at a certain point trying to win.
Yes,
And
it's
also
a big
there's the yeah, and also it's like also how confident you are with your team. You think Kelsey takes you over the top because even then, if you are like if you're competing in the championship round or in the semis, whatever have you, that's like a bottom like what 10, a 9 pick or
right.
whatever.
If you're in the playoffs, at least for us, if you're in the playoffs, bottom six right there, just out of the gate. And if
Yeah,
you're already the three seed with, I mean, yes, anything can happen, but
right.
no, man,
I mean, I think I would take that shot. 'Cause, I mean, also like at that time, who are you? Are you so confident in the fifth running back that was taken off the board, or third wide receiver that was taken off the board coming up next year? You
exactly.
want to win this year that badly? Plus, on top of that, you do that, you also more than likely still have Kelsey for the next year too. And I highly doubt he takes that drop off where he's useless. So you probably got a good tight end going into the following year also.
I would say so. I
Yeah.
mean, I can't see him. I don't know. He's got to drop. He's got to drop eventually, just like Brady. Eventually, they have to go.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
believe it.
so you have in our dynasty league, ladies and gentlemen, he Arnaldo has T.J. Hawkinson, and who else you got, man? Is that
Oh,
it? Irv Smith. So T.J. Hawkinson and Irv Smith, right?
yeah. See TJ
Okay.
and
So
Smith. Yeah.
would you trade a first for Kelsey? Now it might be a little different because
I got like the second overall
you
pick.
have this the 102.
Yeah, definitely not. No, I wouldn't do that.
Okay. Where
That's
where would you draw your line? Let's say if you have the 105, are you trading the 105?
well, I don't know. See, now it's different because like now we're rating because at this point in time the picks are more valuable than players, or at least a lot of players at this point in time right now. Because now I know like I know the talent coming out,
Right, right, right.
and I know my draft position. I mean, right now, we don't know the whoever's picking 101 could fumble the bag and not take Bijan Robinson. Then
Well, we know it's our buddy J Camp, and he is 100% taking Bijan.
you know that
Oh, I know it for a fact. I've
we'll get a
been
coin.
trying to get that 101 from him, and I have the 111. So I have the 111, I have a 211, and then I have two firsts for next year. So I'm not mad at two firsts for next year.
Yeah, no. At this high of a spot right now at this point in the season, in the off season, I would. And we're talking mid season. I'm in the playoffs or I'm making a push for the playoffs and I like my chances.
Right.
Yeah, I throw that pick. 'Cause at that point, like I know it's not going to be one of the top picks. It'll either be a mid or high pick. So
Yeah.
that
Now, that's not to say we have a little while before our rookie draft, and I'm trying to unload Saquon. So I'm trying to get one of those top five picks, and I think it's doable. I think it's doable. I might be able to snag up the 103.
to say, are you going to try to proposition me live right now?
I mean, look, man, I would, but honestly, I don't know who I would take. I don't know who I would grab. with the 102 because obviously Bijan's. I mean, that's it's a no brainer.
Right. Well,
But after that, I mean, who really is going to be? Who's the guy? Gibbs?
no, I mean, yeah. So I guess that depends. 'Cause I know the running back goes sooner. You know,
Yeah.
in the drafts, but I think
But I could see you also snagging a quarterback with that, lack of quarterback depth you have,
what are you talking about? I got Lamar Jackson.
who might not play this year.
Yeah, that's freaking phenomenal for me.
So you'll be rolling in with Mike White, I'm looking at.
Yeah.
I
First of all,
mean,
I don't understand this doubt in your voice or this speculative nature to your
of,
question.
of Mike
Because it's
White,
White, Mike the Night White,
because
Mike White King,
because he's sitting behind Tua, and you think,
and yeah, and then he'll never get his chance to start there. I'm sure.
I mean, look, man. I mean, you might trust me. You could have, you know what? You go for it. You go for it. Yeah, it would be interesting, to say the least.
Yeah, and also QB, I feel like you can take in the second round.
Oh, absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I don't know if
Let's
you're gonna be gone.
let's let's do this for just to let them know. Maybe they're curious about the
Mm,
rest of your team. So I think we should all right, guys. Again, this is Dynasty. We're doing a PPR. We have two running back, two wide receiver, one tight end, one flex, one quarterback. We don't do super flex. I know half of you love super flex, other half don't. Um, we're in a bunch of leagues, but this is just kind of one of our main leagues, longest league. Kicker defense,
mm,
So again, we know you have Mike White, Lamar Jackson.
right, right.
It's a heck of a combo right there, man.
Well, actually, I'm looking. You're forgetting. I got Trey Lance also.
Okay, I guess I missed him because he was on the IR.
It's fine.
He might lose his job to Brock Purdy.
Doubt.
Nah, I doubt it. No,
It's
I think he'll be fine. Um, you got James Conner, who's good. Aaron Jones, two good older running backs, but still very. I mean, look, they're good.
okay. Those
I
just
mean, come on, you're gonna start them.
yeah.
You got AJ Brown,
Oh.
who I would love to get from you. Stephon Diggs, TJ Hawkinson, Chris Godwin,
Mhm.
Justin Tucker, Denver's defense. If their
Yeah.
offense ever could get it together, it could be very well. They wouldn't have to be on the field as much.
I mean, you recall the stat? Was it like if their offense had scored over like 19 points consistently, they would have been over 10 wins or something like that?
It was a very low number. It was not a lot of points. It was actually. Oh, this is why we need to get like a fact checker, little producer. He can help us out. But we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. The more you people like, subscribe, listen to our shenanigans, we can do stuff like that. But carrying. Oh, how could I forget? Oh my God, how could I forget? You have the man himself, Geno Smith.
Man.
Geno Smith is awesome. I love Geno Smith.
Yeah, in case anyone's wondering, I was cycling through quarterbacks
Yeah,
towards the end of the season once Lamar got
definitely
hurt.
couldn't tell.
I
Definitely
was,
couldn't tell.
yeah, because it was I started off with Trey Lance, having all the faith in the world in him that season. Then he got hurt. Then I think I was rolling with Geno. And then Geno started disappointing, and then I made a trade for Lamar right before he got hurt. So it was not a good time. Still made it to the playoffs though.
Yeah, he did. He did. He did very well. Who we got?
Team, by the way, too.
Cordell Patterson.
That's that was on the team. He was on the team when I inherited it, and I didn't have it. I didn't have it in me to get off of him, and no one wanted him.
I mean, last year, well, the year before. I mean, you can't just drop
Yeah,
him after that year. That's
yeah. No, Cordell Patterson was the freaking waiver wire hero of the previous.
absolutely.
Was
Jarek
it?
McKinnon, I see, who's not on the team.
Nope,
Kareem Hunt,
not
also
on
not
it.
on the team. You got Madison, so that's a good one to hold on to. Devin Singletary, not on a
Yeah,
team.
I've not gone through and purged um my roster yet
Okay.
for the year. But yeah, running back maybe you need, maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe I have one sell,
Mm,
but
who knows?
we'll figure that out at another time, guys. We won't let that happen without y'all knowing for sure. Even if we got to do a little quick vid for y'all, we'll let y'all handle. Uh, yeah. So Irv Smith, Trey Lance, Drake London,
Yeah.
Wendell Robinson, and you have a single pick this year, but it is a good pick. It's the 102.
Okay, all
So
right.
I think I think you'll be fine as far as
Yeah,
just
was
got
wheeling and dealing this year, but eventually took a gamble and got the 102
look,
betting
man.
again.
It pays off, man. It really does. I tried to go a little all in this year, guys. I traded away Javante Williams when he got hurt. I traded away Brees Hall when he got hurt. I just could not, for the life of me, get a running back to stay healthy. Even freaking Taylor. I mean, just
Yeah.
everybody, man, was killing me. I know what you're thinking. Again, remember, guys, this is a dynasty league. This is why I had some of those players. Some people they look to trade off in the future and yada yada. Now I know it was probably not the best thing to trade off. I should have just called it a year, but I came in second place. And the only reason I came in second place was because of Josh Allen, T. Higgins not being able to play their game.
Yep.
You know, it was still a long shot to win, but a long shot's better than no shot. But we called it. We just said he's the winner. No big deal. I'll try again next year.
You still
Like,
wanted to shoot for a way too darn early playoff prediction?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Let me do a quick rundown of my team, and then we're gonna do that. Actually, that's a
Yeah.
great
Oh,
idea.
let's look at the stack team that I
Oh yeah, man.
it's sort of cool.
It needs to get a little better though. Starting off, as y'all know, I have Josh Allen. I got the stallion. Uh,
Oh, wait.
Travis Etienne. I got some better hopes this year for him, but
Okay.
I don't know. I'm torn. I kind of wouldn't mind selling him, but we'll see. Saquon Barkley on the trade block. Best wide receiver in the league, Justin Jefferson. T. Higgins, great number two. Dallas Goddard, wound up trading for him late in the year. Jalen Waddle as a flex right now. Tyler Bass and KC's defense is what I ended up with. I do have Buffalo's defense, but I'm not too worried about it. I could cycle through defenses. Not the biggest thing. On my bench, big Joe Burrow, baby. Oh yeah, LSU, another LSU product. Love him. Jonathan Taylor sitting on my bench right now because he made me mad. Uh,
Yeah.
got all the Indianapolis running backs actually, Zach Moss and Deion Jackson. So I got all of them because God knows
Yeah. You have every tight end also.
I I have to. I have all the tight ends, guys. I have Carter, I have Michael Carter, running back. I have Deontay Johnson. I have Greg Dortch from Arizona, wide receiver. Isaiah Hodgins. Yeah. Dawson Knox, Kyle Pitts, who has killed me this year. Killed me. Kyle Pitts, if you don't step it up, I will fight you. So Noah Gray. I'm holding on to him. I have hopes that maybe Kelsey will retire soon and Noah Gray will take over that spot. Graham Gano is the backup kicker, Buffalo's defense. I have Kate Otten, Hassan Haskins, Isaiah Likely, another backup tight end, Zamir White, and Chris Olave. So, and then 111 and 211 for this year's rookie draft. So not too bad, but I'm actually over the limit. I gotta drop somebody, so I gotta figure that out. But maybe if I can trade away Barkley and package them up. Maybe a little Barkley and Isaiah Hodgins package to a certain
I'm
someone.
I'm not James. I can't play on my fandom. Making check.
Ladies and gentlemen, our buddy James is the epitome of please don't just draft your home team players. He does that. That's what he does. Every Cleveland Brown, he might as well his team name might as well just be the Browns.
Are they not?
It might be. It very well might be. Um, guys, don't please don't do that. Please don't do that. But
Ever tell you what happened the first year I ever played fantasy football? Played on a random ESPN league.
you
Didn't
told,
understand.
but tell me again. Let's hear it.
Didn't understand how fantasy football really worked. I just always heard it talked about. I think I was 18 at the time. And it was when the Seahawks were in their full swing of power with the Legion of Boom, and so I thought that you were just taking like the best kind of level of talent available. So with the number 3 overall pick, my idiotic self picked the Seahawks defense, and that I immediately knew that wasn't a good thing because in this chat room of a random league that nobody ever talks in, if you do these things, I was immediately roasted alive by everyone in there. I remember I was so ashamed. I lied in the chat and said I was like 12. it, was, it was bad. Still made the playoffs, by the way. But that's, but yeah,
Just goes to show you guys that first,
love,
that first pick,
love
it
it.
could be a miss every time. So, but all right, let's get into it. Let's get into our way too early divisional winners. Maybe we'll just even go and top it off with our playoff uh, teams we expect to make the playoffs. So let's start with the AFC East. We'll just run down. Or how do you want to do this? Do you want to go by conference? Maybe just your AFC and NFC winners? Let's do that way. That makes it easier. Let's start with the AFC. Who's going to be who's the one seed, man? Let's go. Let's check it out.
Let's not fix what ain't broke. I'm gonna stick with KC. Uh,
Okay. Very
no
boring.
reason,
Awesome.
no reason why not.
Okay. Okay.
Who you got?
So that's tough, man. My one seed, I want to go with Buffalo, being a Josh Allen fan.
Yeah,
But I'm going Cincinnati Bengals, baby. I'm going Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. I think they fix that offensive line. I think they take that number one seed, man.
uh,
So,
all right,
all
all
right.
right,
Now that we got the one seed, which is really the only seed that matters. You're not first, you're last. So
right.
let's get that out the way. Uh, Give me your division winners. Let's go with that. So obviously, we both have one from a different division,
Mm.
but
Well, well, actually, my team is actually Cincy also. The for coming out of the AFC North.
all right. So Cincinnati goes up to AFC North. Okay. I'll wrap it up with the AFC West, and I'll say obviously the Kansas City Chiefs are going to take that division.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think it's going to be close. I will say the Chargers will be close.
Yeah, no, I like the addition of Kellen Moore. I still just don't think it's enough.
Yeah. Oh
KC.
well, when you get fired because you score too fast,
Yeah.
and
Oh
then
yeah.
you go, yeah, I think yeah, that's so AFC East. I see the Bills obviously doing it. I'm gonna say the Dolphins make it back as well. So out of
Yeah.
the East, I got those two.
Yeah. I have the so yeah I have the Bills going to the playoffs, but I'm gonna go Dolphins win the division this year.
Okay, interesting, interesting.
How's that for boring? What?
I mean, look, hey, all right. So AFC North obviously got the Bengals, but what's tough for me?
You got the Browns still making it?
No,
No,
no, I don't. No, indeed not. Not unless they start Jacoby Brissett.
oh, you don't.
Now, if the Ravens have Lamar, they're going to make the playoffs. If they don't,
Mhm.
then I'm saying no second team out of the North makes it.
I think that's fair.
If they have Lamar, they're going to make it.
Yeah, no, no, that's completely fair to me. I got oh, we didn't even hit AFC South.
We're getting there. That's next.
Oh, okay, I got it. But yeah, no. Out of the North, no, I don't really see it. I guess still gotta wait to see what the Steelers do in the draft, but
Yeah. Yeah.
not a confidence.
I mean, 9-8, but I don't think that'll be enough to take a wild card spot.
No, no, not in the AFC. I don't think so.
But for the AFC South, Jaguars again, man.
Really? Because
Ja-
I have the Texans, who no, I got the Jags. That's
you got the who?
no, I said I got the Jags. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you said the Jets, and I'm sure everybody here was about to fight you. And just to neither one of us thinks Aaron Rodgers is going to do enough to put the Jets in the playoffs.
Right.
So it could happen. I guess they could. They could squeak in with that third, or excuse me, with a wild card spot.
Yeah. So actually, I did. I actually wrote it down earlier. I was like going through the different divisions. I actually put New York in at 7.
Okay, okay.
So
I could
I think
see
they. I think they sweep it. I mean, I'm rooting they don't, but I think
for sure.
they can sweep.
Now I could see possibly Indianapolis having a bounce back year.
Mm.
Offensive line gets their stuff straight. You got Taylor, just keep running that rock. They could squeak in the wild card, but yeah, the more I'm thinking about it, it's probably going to be the Jets.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, Jags are going to take the division, so it doesn't truly matter. Let's head over to the NFC. Let's wrap this up. NFC East. Let's go with your division.
Yeah.
Say it.
So I don't know if you know that I forget the amount of years, but no NFC East team has won back-to-back division titles in a while. I think this year that changes. I think the Eagles can win the division again. So
Okay.
I'll give it to them.
That's how the NFC South was for a long time.
Yeah,
So I understand that. Yeah, man, I'm sorry. I got to go with Philly again.
yeah, that's fair. That's
So
fair.
now I do believe Cowboys take a step back.
I do too, all the way back. Not in the playoffs stack, right?
Yes, I'll say they missed the playoffs. I'll say they missed the playoffs. NFC North. I'm going. I'm going Detroit, baby.
Yeah, the Den.
I'm going Detroit. I think they can do it. It won't be easy, but I believe they have something going. Um,
It,
and nah, I'm not going Detroit, man. I'm going Minnesota, bro.
no,
I'm going Minnesota is going to take the division. Detroit and Chicago will be very close, and they might be able to squeak in. One of them might be able to squeak in with a wild card.
mm, no.
It's happening.
I got Detroit.
Okay, okay.
Detroit.
We'll see. We'll see. I
I did
gotta
not
be.
have out of it though. But
Let's go. I'm gonna save my division for last. So let's go NFC West. Let's go. That used to be a very tough division, but I think you and I both have the same team coming out of the division.
mhm. Who do you got?
I got San Francisco, man.
I don't.
Okay.
I
What do
got
you?
Seattle.
Seattle. Okay. I could understand that. I could see them taking a wild card, but they're not going to take over San Francisco.
I don't know.
That defense is too well. It's just a too good of a team.
Magic. Magic can't last forever.
I mean, their point differential was plus 173.
Listen,
That means they scored 173 more points than what was scored against them. And if I'm right, that was literally the most.
that's fair.
Even over Kansas
Yeah.
City, over Philly. Oh, that was the most. And look at that division. The
Mm.
Rams, done. Cardinals, done. Seahawks, I'll give them a split.
Hey, it's what's on you.
So, I mean, actually, in their division, San Francisco won every game against their division rivals. They
No,
went
hear me
6
out.
and 0.
Not saying Seattle's going to come through and crush and be the new kings of the NFC. I'm gonna just take Seattle to win the division.
Okay.
It is way too darn early,
Okay. Okay. Well,
right?
let's wrap it up with the NFC South. I want to hear your dirty little mouth first.
Oh, I was gonna go New Orleans, but then Tampa signed Baker, and I'm a Baker Mayfield fan. No, I'm taking New Orleans. That's I don't like I already told you. I think New Orleans has no business continually setting up their roster as if though they still got Drew Brees shooting for a Super Bowl,
It hurt.
but they keep doing it. They're gonna win a really bad division, probably get bounced in the first round of the playoffs, not like Tampa, and go into the next year
Yeah.
and
With
see
another
what.
crappy pick in the first round.
Yeah, that's. I
So
actually saw.
I'm going to say New Orleans with my heart.
You think someone else actually takes it?
I think Carolina could take it.
Really?
I do. Do. I
Hmm.
could see a lot of good stuff coming out of Carolina, but we'll
Yeah,
see.
the
I'm
stuff.
going to say the Saints take it.
The good thing I saw come out of Carolina was their number one receiver because he came out of Carolina and went to Chicago.
See,
That's
see what you did there.
yeah.
So I don't know, guys. Let us know what y'all think. How much we're wrong. How much we got right. We'd love to hear it. But
Oh, also, we'll have pick. I have Chicago squeaking into the playoffs, number 17.
okay, Chicago in the playoffs is the 17. I think.
We got
Let me ask you this: since we're on the way too early, we'll do a couple, one or two more questions. Who's your MVP next year?
it.
Go,
Oh
go,
man,
come on! You got 10 seconds on the clock.
you
MVP.
know what? I think he gets it. Joe Burrow wins his first MVP.
Okay, so I'm assuming since he's not really a runner, he's throwing close to 5,000,
Yep.
very low interceptions.
I would think he could move. I mean, not running, but yeah, no. The Joe Burrow throws for a party. Big offensive line, finally starts, protecting him a little bit. You still
What,
got Chase, Boyd.
what if they grab Bijan?
I don't think so.
That's
It could be,
disgusting.
well, yeah, it would be. I think it would be a terrible idea, but it would be good.
So I think I've told you this before. Um, I know I've talked about it at work.
Mm.
Again, everybody, as y'all know, just like everyone else, we have real jobs. We just do this for fun. Well, Justin Jefferson is not only going to break the receiving yardage record, he will get the MVP. It's going to happen. This is the year. This is the year. Also, this is the way.
So,
I know. I know. Be speechless. It's okay. That's my hot take. I'm going with it.
it's so hard to justify though, because like clearly that means the QB is also throwing that to him. while also other people are getting up stats for the QB. It's kind of hard. I mean, hey, if he wins it, I'd be happy for him. I've been saying for a while, I think there needs to be two separate award categories really there. Good
Well,
MVP in the QB.
we'll see what happens.
Yeah, you
See
never
what
know.
happens. But ladies and gentlemen, now that Arnaldo's brain has just been exploded with that take, we're gonna end it here. We want to thank y'all so much for listening and probably laughing at us and just pointing and making us feel like we don't know anything. So that's cool. That's cool. No,
We'll
but for real, thank you for tuning in. We really appreciate it. Don't forget the like, the subscribe thing, all those things, the buttons. You push the buttons right here. I don't know how to. Yeah, so make sure you leave a comment, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. We love you, and until next week, we'll see you again. Arnaldo, peace, man.
I
Everybody else, bye.